Hello, bear with me. I'm just sorting this out. Computer's been a little bit slow. Oh, we got some new subscribers. That's great. Thank you for subscribing. Nick Reeves and Thomas Travelled. I will subscribe back now. Subscribe. And what was the other? Nick Reeves. Let's subscribe to Nick as well. Oh, he builds model airplanes. I like model airplanes. I've never built one. We probably will one day. I'm really getting into the RC stuff just lately. And I'll show you in a second actually my RC truck before we get on with the model railway. What I'm going to do is go to my channel. I just want to share the link of this onto Facebook so my friends know I'm live. Live right now. So let's grab the link. Cornell Street. I got so many Facebook pages, it's unbelievable. There we go. Live. So we'll be going into the train room and I'll be showing you what I shall be building. This is the first episode. The videos will keep going on and on until the railway's finished basically. They will all be live. I want to try something different. I don't think anyone's ever done this, building a railway live. So I might be the first, I might not be, but I'm going to enjoy doing it, I know that. So I'm just sharing all the links. I did say to everyone I'd be live. And we'll get straight into it. Right, I'm showing the last one now. That's them. Right, what we're going to do then is turn the computer off, put it on standby, because I don't need it now. Take your time. Computer's been a bit slow the last few days, but I did install a big update, so come on. There we go. Right, let's get this camera sorted. There's the computer screen. We're going to head over to show you this a bit quick. There's the lorry. You probably can't see him that well. I've just finished the decals or decals there. Crap on the shelf. Let's go into the model railway run. Just make sure the camera's focused. Yes, Taylor Swift. Yeah. That's the, I don't know what album that is actually. Oh, Fearless. I got most of the older stuff, or country stuff, but don't really care too much about the pop stuff now. I've got to try and go under this board with a cup of tea. Should probably put my drink in here first. Let's not make this video about Taylor Swift. Right, what I'm going to do is show you the plan. I got water in here as well, because I do like water. Right, let's get straight into it. Where do we begin? This is going to be the scene in the new model railway. Let me just recap where we are. This is my train run. Stoke Summit is right in front of you here. As you walk in, this is the first thing you see. And Stoke Summit has been, believe it or not, it's a year old already. And not much has happened, but that's what I do. And then we turn around, we got Cornell Street. Ignore the mess. I'm at the moment sorting storage problems out. Cornell Street is right here. And then the idea is, we're going to have a new railway here. It's not going to stop here. It will go all the way around and into there. Or it might go across the end. Yeah, I'm not too sure. We'll get to that. I did have a plan However, my mum chucked it out. Left it on the table. I was meant to say to her, don't chuck it. 'Cause I do all the time. I leave plans all over the place. She knows by now just to chuck them. I don't care too much about them. I did need that plan, so never mind. So what we're going to do tonight, we are going to start with the layout. Now, I will say straight away, I'm sorry, it's not going to be a complete building model railway because we're not building baseboards. Don't need a baseboard. I already got a baseboard. This is the area where I store most of my engines for Stoke Summit. And I'm going to be putting shelves up here for Stoke Summit. So I've decided to build another railway. Now the problem is, I am building a 009 railway down the shed called the Hilltop Light Railway. However, we're in the middle of winter. I really want to get started on a layout, but it's just too damn cold on that. I've built baseboards and everything, that's all ready. But because of my art problems now and all my tablets and warfarin I'm on, I can't be in the cold too long. So it's not a big problem. That's why we're doing this other shed up. The other shed's got to be completely insulated, radiators and everything. The whole deal. It's got to be warmer than this room. The idea is, because I can't run any of my 009 stock, because the layout ain't for this, because it's too cold, I've decided to build a second 009 railway in this room. So the idea is, here we're going to have a station. A small station, nothing too serious, and a bit of a yard over here for, I was thinking, a company who uses the railway just to move some of their stuff around. Maybe the railway's preserved or something. I haven't got that far yet. I'm thinking a preserved railway. I'm thinking that could be a good idea. And then having a company who runs their stock down the line by the preserved railway. They allowed them to use the wagons and that to take that stock to the shops and everything. So that's the idea. So we're going to have a station and everything, a few sidings. And then the track's going to come out and have a nice weavy track over a bridge here. You see the glue spots. That's because I actually started it and I had another way of doing it. And I thought, oh, I could do this live and everything. So we have a nice track that curves around and not completely straight. I don't like straight railways. So it curved down here and work its way around. We hit a problem here because of the ramp to the Fiddle Yard to Stoke Summit. We'll get to that in another video. I'm purely focused on working from here to here tonight. Now I haven't got a point to that. I have a bit of track, but we won't be doing track work tonight because I want to get some base layer done. So the idea I've had is using, let me just grab a bit of it, using polystyrene. Now unfortunately I have loads of this stuff, and that's because the club, they use a lot of it and it just gets thrown away if people don't use it. And they said help yourself, so I did. I took 3 sheets of it. I've cut this down and I'm thinking of having the track up here, nice bank side to the track, so I can take pictures like that, looking up at the trains and everything. So that's the idea. That's what I'm going to do, is cut this polystyrene tonight, get it glued down, fixed and everything. And then the next video will be focusing on doing more of it. I might get some of this done tonight. I won't be able to get all of it done because I'm still moving stuff around. But I'll give you some ideas and tips in that when I'm working. The camera's got to be set up. So yeah, it should be pretty good. I have some stock here ready. The only thing with this is I hit one problem straight away in my head when I was designing it. The track, because I want the track to be quite wavy, I'm using Flexi Track, crazy Flexi Track as well. The idea is to make it quite bendy and that you're going to have to pin it down. Now, pinning it down onto polystyrene ain't going to be that great because it just go back into place, like bend itself back in place. We'll see how we get along, but the idea is that when I get the plaster cloth on this, plaster bandage, and then the track should be able to stick in it, no problem. I'm also thinking of having some kind of river, actually using not real water, like the modelling water you can buy. So we'll see how we get along with all this. I'm going to set the camera up now. So let's get the camera set up. Now I'm totally new to this tripod I bought for this camera. Let me just turn the camera around. There we go. So I'm going to move my chair so you can actually see. We're going to bring the camera about here. Let's wind you down a bit. There we go. I think that's fine. You can see where I'm going to be working. You can have a nice shot of working on the layout. So I have some stock already. I will just show you. A coach in Southern. I bought this one. This is actually the first bit of rolling stock I bought. I bought this off eBay really cheap actually. £37, but I think I paid like 25. So really pleased with that because these are dear, and I have some more to pick up from the model shop actually. I got to buy some from Derails as well because Derails got quite a bit of stock that I can pick from as well. In here, this is a case with 3 wagons here. We got 2 flatbeds and a van. Then we have this little green coach, which is quite nice. We'll be putting people on all these coaches, so that'd be good. And again, all this stock is being bought. Get the roof off. All the stock's being bought for the big layout, the one what's going to show the 10-foot narrow gauge railway, basically the mountain railway. So I got that one. We have another here. Nice little wagons these are. Peco do a superb job. And then I think that's all of it apart from the one and only locomotive, the Brigalock. Now I want to do a review on this at some point. But a lovely loco. Got lights as well. Had a bit of a problem with the valve gear. But that's all resolved hopefully. I did take it to the Western show to test on SDJR 88's World War I trench railway. Thank you for that. It was great to test it out and make sure it all works fine now. So, what do I need? Well, we need a drink, a nice warm drink. Like I said, I'm going to be putting the track on top of this polystyrene. Gives us a nice banking effect. Also using this, I'm going to be carving some bits into it. And I want some brick wall on one part of the line somewhere, so that'd be good. I'm just got to close my big door. I think my computer started up and it makes a racket. I'm going to have a drink now. I'm using standard Hornby trap pins, Peco trap pins, sorry. The track has already been cut into certain lengths because I was doing some testing with it. The only thing I do find with this, working with this track, it's very fragile when cutting it. And I do have to find a different way of cutting it. But I managed to cut 2 pieces fine. When I first started building the railway down the shed, I was experimenting with cutting track down there and it didn't go too well. But it's okay, the track's fixed now. We also have on the layout, which I'm going to get running, because I didn't finish his running in session earlier on today, my new locomotive. Don't know if you can see that. Let me just turn the electric on. I'm going to finish running him in. I've got to say, I do enjoy doing these videos live. Please let me know your thoughts on it. Just moving some of my stock, bear with me. I've got so much stock, it's unbelievable. Let's just move this engine. Just move coaches and then I can run in on the layout. So I'm going to have him running in the background, just give him a bit of a running in session, because I ran him in a bit earlier on. So, what I'm going to do is get this polystyrene in. You might see him in the background run past the camera, over here by the signal box, like that. So, let's move this, because I'm going to show you what the idea is with the track. So here's our flexi track. it's going to go up here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Let me bear with me. That's better. So we're going to have it like this up to the controller, and I'm thinking something like quite a nice bend like that in the track, and then in the middle here have a bridge or something, a nice wooden bridge which I'm going to be building out of matchsticks. And then further on down this end I'm thinking of having a point that goes off this way, and that'd be going into the actual yard to the station. The company I said about, they would be running their stock on down the line. And that'd be, I think that's a good idea. Just gives the trains that little bit more running and ideas and everything, and it means I can fill the wagons up with something, a product or something, sorry. So yeah, that's the idea. I haven't got a marker pen in here, sadly. I did have one, but you buy all this stuff and it just disappears everywhere. But I did have one in here. Don't need it though. I know what I want. I got the idea in my head. I know how I want to build this railway. So we're going to start with a polystyrene. Now the good thing with the glue marks, gives me an idea where I put the timber before I actually changed my mind and took it out before it stuck. So what I'm going to do, get the polystyrene. Now over this part, I don't want it to be too big. Sorry about this, I'm just looking for something. Problem is that I work on so many different projects and stuff goes missing because it goes down the shed or it goes somewhere else. But that'll do fine. So that's where I want it cut. I don't know if that cut over there. No. But with polystyrene, you can break it. There we go. The only problem with using polystyrene in a trap bed, it's very messy. So there we go. Let's turn it upside down actually. Now it looks messy at first, but you got to remember, let me just, you've got to remember, plaster cloth going over it, plaster bandage, sorry, it's gonna completely hide it. You're probably thinking about the background. I'm gonna put a piece of board all the way across the back here at some point, and the wires as well. That's all gonna be moved whilst we're going along. I'm gonna sit down whilst I'm doing this. There we go. Not really got much room in here with all the stock and everything. So let's stick this one down straight away. One thing I found in the past, sticking polystyrene to stuff, doesn't like it. The PVA glue I use don't really stick that well, polystyrene. Not too sure why, but it will stick. It just takes longer. Also, I will say, obviously I'm not going to do it in this video because copyrighted, but I usually have music going. And the reason for that is it just relaxes me. I don't know why, it's been the same with everything I've ever worked on. And I'm building some models and that. Music just makes me build better. Don't know why, can't explain it really, but you might notice I'm putting this on a slant, so it's like facing off that way. That's because the track's got to do like a nice curve here. And also, we will be cutting into this, making it a bit slopier later on. Because I want this area of the track to be on a really like where the bank's been built up for the track bed. So don't worry if it doesn't look like that. Now I've got a bit here cut for the point. Now of course the point's not this big, but you're gonna have the point stuff around there, like the lever and everything. And I'm thinking of having a little cabin next to the point. So that's why I made that a little bit wider. don't know if you can see that. So I put it here, and this board is not, maybe that can be drilled down at a later date. I don't know why that's not drilled down. All this board was replaced for the layout. Where did I put my piece of track? So again, I'm thinking that's about right. That's roughly where I wanted the track to go. So I want to put some weight on this because this needs weighing down. Don't need too much weight. Let's just say this hammer. It's just to you know, hold it down so it doesn't move when working. Shouldn't do anyway because I'm not going to be working over this side now for a bit. So let's stick this one down. We'll worry about the wires in a second. I'll do that in a minute actually. Make sure I do one piece at a time because I might have to manoeuvre them a bit, but that's okay. PVA's not fast drying, so that's alright. Pressure on it, just flattens the glue out. It does help. I think that bit needs to be curved a bit more. There we go. That's okay. That looks pretty good. It's gonna look all tacky at first, quite of a bodge job. I understand that because it's the way I'm doing this layout. I've already got the baseboards, and I'm just trying different stuff out now. Using polystyrene, you don't have to use cork because this is going to make the trains quiet anyway. I've only used cork on Cornell Street. I haven't used it on Stoke Summit, and the train's quite loud, but I could deal with it. Yes, it would have helped if I used cork underneath. And of course, this is scale 009 scale gauge, basically in scale, but accurate to these trains. So if you see them in the background when I finish, you ain't got to look out of place really, even though it's the fiddle yard. And I will be tidying this all up, like I said, moving everything. So, let's get this block in where the points go in. Now there will be big bits of polystyrene used in the next video, not yet, because you don't need to use it yet. Yeah, same here, it annoys me. To be honest, I will be using N-gauge track on the big exhibition layout, but only in the fiddle yard, just to save money, and it's a bit stronger than the 009 track, so we're moving out, but the rest of the track will be 009. Fiddle yard's okay, because people are not going to see that, they're coming to see the front of the layout, not the back. So I'm not too bothered about that. And it's just cheaper to get the points are a little bit cheaper, plus it's a lot easier buying second-hand N-gauge points than it is 009 track points. So for the fiddle yard, we can go quite a few sidings on the big layout, the exhibition layout, and it's got to be okay for that. The river, I'm going to go here. Now, like I said, I'm going to be putting a piece of timber across that. We're going to do that now because I want to get that out of the way. I'm going to stand up for this though, because I've got to move some pieces. And I also got to move the wiring, which is going to be fun. Now, it looks like a bodge job, I know. Oh, again, my hands are getting the old black dust on from the thingy. I used to do a lot of the weather in wagons here, so that's why you see the black dust. Just got to get some tape sorted. Now, what happened to my electrical tape? It's it went white funny for some reason. I don't know why. I should have some better stuff somewhere, but again, it's all done in the shed because that's where I do a lot of the electrical stuff for the lobbers and everything. But this will be alright. We'll live with it. Let me just cut a bit of it off. Now I'm just using the electrical tape to tidy these wires up at the back. You're not going to see them. It's a part of the filler yard. Doesn't bother me too much. Got that tape and even stick it. Got pins everywhere. Let's move the hammer a second. Because behind here we have some pieces of track. There we go. And more pins. Great. Try and get them over. I'm also going to be having static glass on this layout. Right, the idea is I'm just going to put this piece of wood down the back there. And the idea with that is when I come to put the water in, the special water stuff that you use, it should kind of stop it as a boundary. Also, if there's stuff you want to see in these videos, just you know, comment them in. I'm sure I can show you stuff on that. There we go. That just stopped the water when we come to put the, you know, the I can't think what the stuff's called. Is it modelling scenic to do it? You heat it up and you put it in. Really good stuff. I've only ever used it once. I'm not happy with that. It seems too high. Bridge. No, we're going to leave that out for now, I think. I'm going to get some thinner. I think get a thinner wood. Seems too tall. Don't want to go glue on it. I do want a crossing here. I want a road crossing before the bridge, and that was in the plans as well. The track will go something like that. Yeah, it looks alright. And there is holes in the track already, so I might try these pins just to see if they stick down. I will have to find the holes in the track again. But I did put some holes in just to tap the track down when I was doing some planning. We'll see. We'll see if the oh, didn't like that one. Did I use these pins? That's the question. Should have. Aha. Right, I'm going to tack some pins in. No, I haven't got the right kit to do this really. Maybe a lot of people going around there, what are you doing? That's not worked. My fault really. Because I wasn't doing it on a hard surface. So, lesson number 1, if you're tacking pins in, make sure you're on a hard surface. It's not a problem, it hasn't damaged the track that much. Just means the sleeper has come off the actual rails. I can sort that. Like so. It's actually stuck it to the board. So I'm thinking about here now. I want to get a nice curve into this track. Now this is only temporary because yeah, they should go through with polystyrene. That's what I was just going to say. It's only temporary because I'm going to plaster Paris the track over and everything. It's just so I can put some track down to get an idea of how to do the bridge and everything. Yeah, it pushes through easy that. And just open it out to the track in place when I'm working on it. Oh, I can't even see the pinhole was from last night. That's annoying. I haven't got a torch in here neither. No good, I don't want to damage track. So we'll just do it like that. I really want to get some 009 layouts done because I've joined a group on Facebook, 009 Railway Modelers, and I see people's layouts on there and it just makes me think, oh, why haven't I got that yet? So this is going to be great. To get some, even though it's not going to be a small layout, it's going to be plenty for all I need. Just to take pictures and that. And that's one of the things I love about model railways, is taking pictures. Now what I'm going to do, just put the pin beside the track and it should keep it in place. See? There we go. Well, there we go. Just get a better view of that for you. There we go. There's the engine. And if I find it a bit quick, I lose everything. Ah, there it goes, right behind me. Right. Nice. And that's just using battery. Bring them back. Easy. Make sure the valve guard hasn't fallen apart. That's the problem I had with it. Oh, this is the way actually. So the track runs. That's good. We haven't put points in yet. When I do put the points in, I'm going to be using a rod system. Make it a lot easier. Don't need point motors. There's only got to be a few. And what I use is just piano wire to a piece of wood. Should be fine. Should be no trouble at all. Just want to see what the coaches look like on that. They look, I do like the little coaches. Yeah, very good. I do want kind of a kink in the track there before it goes over the bridge. Just to give it some character when the trains are running. I don't know why I always find it satisfying when you look down the track. It looks great. Right, next, put it back on there, get some weight on it. So I said about having a road here, roughly across that way, like that. Not a busy road, I'm thinking actually a country lane, so just enough to get 2 cars by but not too wide. Got more polystyrene here. And I'm thinking like that. That should be pretty nice. 2 cars wide. Again, it doesn't matter if it's too wide because it's all going to be cut and shaped and everything. So let's mark it. I'm using a goddamn weight as a saw. Whatever next. Does the job though. Don't want to cut it too much because I've got a bunch of trains under here and it'll get them filthy. There we go. Now I've got the Uber in here, I know that. There we go. That looks fine to me. Might just need some taken off the end there. Should have a bin. Look at that for now. I'll get things sorted, I think. That should fit very nicely on the end there. There we go. Move some of this. That's it. Oh, yeah, that fits very good. Yes, there's a gap there, but that'll be covered up later on, of course. Didn't think we'd get a train running in episode 1, but hey, you never know. It worked, the train worked, so I'm happy. I have ordered more track, like I said. I've got a track come in for the station and everything. It's got to need some weight on. Wow. There we go. And then we'll just cut with a knife later on in this service and, you know, cutting down the size. That should be fine. And I did say about a little shed going here somewhere by the point. That'd be pretty good. Maybe have a crossing keeper's hut, something like this. I would like to use this in this model railway because I can't use it in Stoke Summit. I haven't found anywhere ideal for it on Cornell Street. So I'm hoping to use that. It's a bus stop, but I don't know, it could go somewhere like this, maybe a hut. And I'm not saying this layout is set in the UK yet, because what I want to do with the large 009 layout, what's going to exhibitions, that's going to be set in somewhere like North Africa where it's very sandy. And I've always wanted to do a sandy layout somewhere like California, and I thought, well, maybe I could do that with the 009. So that's the plan with the big layout. Right. By the way, the train runner was a Brigger Lock by Mini Trains. They do some great little trains. 1021 Brigger Lock Black Borsig. I think it's a German locomotive. Doesn't matter. I'm running what I want on my layout, and that's always going to be the theme. I'll run what I want when I want. So the bridge. Now I won't be building this in this series, but I will be showing you updates of it when I am working on the layout. I'll probably start it tomorrow and see if I can get a basic framework done. Somewhere here I got a box full of matchsticks I bought years ago for a bridge that I built for a 00 scale. And some of you might remember I did do videos on it years and years ago. I mean, we're coming up to this year, 2008 is, believe it or not, I think it is 10 years of YouTube for me. So yeah, can't believe that. It might actually already be 10 years. I'm not too sure. I can't remember if it was 2008 or 2007. But it was August time. I know I just finished school. It's back when there was no social media like Facebook. Not really big anyway. So I do want to see what this coach looks like on the layout. Sorry if I start to sound different. My throat gets worse as I talk, and I start sounding a bit funny. I do need something to put the trains on the track. You can buy them, can't you? Re-radio or something. I mean, yes, I'm completely new to this scale, but I'm not new to model railways. Yeah, I think if I have a free coach train of these coaches, that'd be long enough. You've got to think about the station, and the station's got to be quite a big area actually, so shouldn't be an issue. And then say you've got the cars here, like a lane, have a signal, ballards stopping the cars and that. Should be pretty good. That seems very small to that scale. I don't know why. That is a 176 Mini though. Maybe a Cortina. It's better. Right. Take him off. I got some nice red and cream ones coming. Should be quite nice for this railway. And some hoppers. I do want to run a hopper train on this railway. I also pre-ordered 2 Bachmann engines and 3 of the new ones, the Quarry engines they just announced. Apparently they're going to be very popular. Don't know when they're coming out, but should be fine. I'm going to run my new engine backwards for a bit. So what else can we do? To be honest, I'm not too sure. I do need more track work to get points and that sorted, just so I can show you what they'd be like. What we'll probably do with the points is, let me grab the camera actually. I'll show you a bit closer. There we go. Whoa, look at that, we're closer. There's the Ford. So yeah, this is where the points go in. And what we're going to do is cut a square out of this when it's fully dried, where the points go in. And then the rod in will just be on the front here. And I'll literally just push it to go that way and pull it to go that way. So that should be pretty good. There's the track. Crazy track, of course. And then what I'm thinking is, it'll curve its way around here and around here. I might even make this a standard fiddle yard for now until I get some of this done, because this is the area I want to focus on. There's always a certain area on anyone's model railway where you want to put more focus in than any other. That being the signal box on Stoke Summit, even though nothing's happened for a while, and the classic car garage on Cornell Street. It was the same when I was on Marble Bridge. There was a scene with a van on the side of the rails, just disused. And I put a lot of time and effort into that one scene, because scenes really bring a railway to life. So what I'm thinking is having a nice river, a nice wooden bridge, and maybe a fisherman in the pond here. The water end, but obviously it goes off scene and everything. But yeah, that's basically it for the first part. Like I said, my throat's getting worse and worse. So, and I can't really do much more. What I'm going to do is get the polystyrene cut tomorrow ready to put in here in the next part. And that should be good. And then my plaster Paris will be here, so that'll be good. I will look at smaller timber to go across the front and across the back, so when we put the water in. I don't think I got anything here for that. I will look, but I don't think I have. So that'd be a job to do. But no, it won't be too bad. And then the water, I might even do the water or PVA, yeah, it depends. It all depends. But I'm going to have a nice wooden bridge. And I got to find the matchsticks, because I can't do anything until I got the matchsticks. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think, and I shall see you all soon with the next part, like I said. I'm trying something new with this model railway by filming it all live. Every time I'm working on it, I'm live. I will notify people on Facebook before I go live, just to let you know when I'm going live and everything. But yeah, we did see a train running, believe it or not, this early. So that was good. And yeah, we'll get on and do some more in the next video. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye for now.